back to an episode of 12-inch Figure Fanatic. Remember to subscribe. So today we're going to be opening up the Rings figure from Yan Toys. This is from the film The Ring, and the sequel, of course. Character didn't change, I guess. But let's crack this thing open, see what we got. We're also going to do a side-by-side with the custom that I've had for a while. So let's take a closer look. All right. I think it's interesting that they titled this figure Rings instead of The Ring, obviously to avoid any licensing issues. Scary movie. I do remember when it came out. At the time, it was very popular for Hollywood to redo Japanese horror film, and it worked out very well. Definitely frightful. So this box is kind of weird shaped because there is a lot of bulky accessories to it. All right, straight to the figure here. Interesting. So it's got this leotard here, and the thighs are very thick on it as well. So we'll just close that up because I don't think that's intended. And then the head sculpt with the hair facing forward. Let's see if there's anything underneath. Oh yeah. So she's, look at that. Very scary expression underneath this Asian face with the glaring eyes. Spooky. Just leave it like that. I don't remember her clothing being as clean as this. It looks kind of like a very fresh-looking nurse's outfit. So I think that's interesting. But I do like how they did the detailing on the hands and the feet. You can see a lot of the vein work really popping out, the dirtiness of the feet, even on the bottoms here, and how pale she is, seeing as she is a ghost. And look at how they have the head forward, so the neck is tilted forward, and you can't adjust. Well, can you? Yeah, that adjusts, but you really do want it forward like this. That is spooky. But full dexterity. Well, do you? No. Looks like you don't have. It looks like it should bend. So it's got the joints to bend, but it's not bending. And I'm not going to press it because I've done too much damage to figures lately. And it's got a wire frame around the bottom here, so you can fold the material however you wish, kind of like a Superman cape. All right. And then here we have this TV set, very early 2000s, late 90s style TV, and a VCR. Even says hi-fi stereo video. Good detailing on that. Obviously something goes in here, so let's continue to look here. That didn't look good so far. An alternate dress. Has a zipper on it. So it looks like you do maybe some screen changes here for the television. And there's some magnets in there. We'll figure what that's about. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Probably this one's the best, right? I think so. This is more like for Poltergeist. And then you've got the well that she comes out of. This is a pretty solid sculpt. Could be resin, maybe plastic, but it's definitely, it's got some weight to it, and it's tough. All right, we've got two other alternate hands. Got a telephone here. Good detailing on that as well. Is it supposed to be on the top? I think maybe that was a design flaw here. I think the cord is supposed to be on the bottom, right? Because if this is facing up, you're hanging up the phone like this, right? So small design flaw. But the cord has some good bendability to it. Yeah. An alternate head sculpt. Let's see what's different about this one. Okay, interesting. So this, I don't remember this in the film. This is a Caucasian girl with her tongue sticking out, and she doesn't look scary at all. She looks a little attractive. So I don't know what that head sculpt's about. And we have the display base, Sadako. I don't know what this is. It's made out of wood, and it's got some staining to it. Yeah, we'll figure that out with the instructions as well. We've got full-length arms here, which I think is very nice, so that you don't see any of the joints at the wrists. I love it when figures do this. Yeah, see, those joints are just so... I don't even think they're meant to move. Another design flaw. Okay, we've got two remotes here. And I guess because maybe one is for the VCR and one is for the television, but it's got good detailing on there as well. And then we've got the famous tape. And it's just a single sculpt, painted, some stickers on it. Good enough detail. And that's it. Did they give us instructions? No. I hate that. You can't give somebody something like this and then have them figure out what to do with it. So I'm going to go look at some reference photos and figure out what that's for and what the magnets are for, and then set this thing up and give you my final thoughts. All right, so here she is all set up. And one thing I noticed, so this phone, I mean, they had so much attention to detail, they could have probably done this, but it would have helped if they had a magnet behind here and then behind the receiver here, because it doesn't stay too well. It kind of pushes itself off because of the cord. So you probably have to tape that down or put some sticky tack there. Doesn't work out too well. But makes up for it with this. So those two extra hands and those magnets, this is what it's for, which I think is just so cool. So it really pops out of the screen there. Start to, you know, see her coming through the screen like in the movie, and that piece of wood is just the case for the TV to sit on and for the VCR to go into. But what a cool idea. I love it. I think the only thing that would have made it even better is if there was an LED light behind here. They definitely had the space in there. You saw how much recessed area there was in there. They could have put an LED feature in there to make the TV glow. I might even do that myself. I could easily just throw these images on a scanner, print them out on cellophane, and put them in there. And that would look even better. So I told you I was going to show you my custom one, and here it is. So obviously the TV is not as good. The tape is even garbage. The figure is way different though. Now I'm recalling, it's been a while since I've seen these movies, but what I am recalling is that in the American version of The Ring, it was a young girl, whereas it was a adult woman in the Japanese version. So this is the young girl, and you can see she's got, looks more like the old Incredible Hulk show. So she's got this green tone. I don't know. I think the color's probably a little bit off from the film. It's a little cartoonish. The hair is done nice enough. But yeah, I'm gonna probably sell this one on eBay at some point. Definitely keeping this. And let's see, scale of 1 to 10. I mean, it comes with so much, but there's just those few little design flaws that I mentioned. A little bit of corners cut. So I'm only going to take a few points off of that though, because it really is an outstanding figure. And this random head, I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. So I'm going to give it a 9.5. They did a great job. Nice job, Yan Toys. Anyway, see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.